I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze. Bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. In the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't wanna eat. If they say they want, they don't want no steam. She put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling. Fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo this flock. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the block on the app.
I need money and company. Nah, baby. I don't need no the company. You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck in this fro. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. Hit on with the not the crumpin'. Why they playing games? They don't want no problems with me. My got good. You know I brought them. Might not hit a bad. Someone send them with opposition. They move wrong. So I
dark shades, too much. I could barely see them. Acting brand new like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks? Going too close. Give me room. Phony folks, play it close. Do Flintstone, bust down, color Maricami. Fruity pebble, bezel, Wilma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. Bad from out of town, I think she modeled at McCarmy. Wrist game, lucky charmy, told my jeweler left her call me. I'ma come clean, I got beef. Paranoia got me rolling on my sleeves, okay. Hating cause I'm up the fees. Whole team got these on their teeth all day. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze.
I'm above average.
Look at you go! Okay, you ready? Look! Go! Go! Look at you go! Okay, you bubbling. Look! Yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booger bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, that on my bacon. Big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke away longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better
Let's
be
go.
all or nothing, don't have me in the
Go.
middle. You better be all you can.
No.
Yeah, super fly for the dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young. Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, but the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides.
Gotta get that 2K in.
I'm a step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. RIP the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks.
My roommate's like, yo, my boy's coming down. We gotta go out Friday and Saturday. I'm like, no, that ain't happening. Nope. In
my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over here. He's gonna get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag.
Dude.
One in the hand, one in the bag. Bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag. Bubbling.
Nothing but the worst of luck for you.
Look at the cash, bubbling.
Smoke Jalen Ramsey like you smoked them Newports. The ice. We just posted cameras out for the season, so my look Saquon's going down in the first play.
Across the Hudson from
Torn shoulder,
Manhattan at
14
MetLife
weeks.
Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway.
No, you're high. No.
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
And the tumble finger wedge coming out.
In on the stop.
Not too bad.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This tough. You gotta earn them yards.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
There we go, G. That's the way to hit.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Thank God will be exposed to the fraud he is.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Now the first NFL carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Manning now on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Unfortunately, this way, this offensive
we see
line
another
is...
pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Fortunate, but...
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And they're able to get...
I saw that, I'm like, oh boy.
This one across the 35. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On play action. Now Manning. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. Does the big boy have the juice? And it's a Jacksonville touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Josh Lambo now for the point after.
Yeah, I know. I saw that firsthand on
Point
Sunday.
after by Lambo up
In a
and
not
good.
so sober
And
state.
that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants making their way out, and at this point you would have to think that all mentions of last year maybe erased from team history, or at least that's what they want. Clearly, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, the talent on this team, too good for another 3-13 finish, right?
And I think that was reflected in their draft in 2018. Because if it was an
Not
all-out
quite.
rebuild, they would have drafted a quarterback at number 2. Instead, they drafted Saquon Barkley. So that signals to me they want to get back to running the football and trying to punish people on offense and take the pressure off of Eli Manning. And on the defensive side of the ball, they obviously have to get better. But believe it or not, you know who can really help them there? Their head coach, Pat Shurmur. Comes from a defensive family, understands how valuable it is, and loves the toughness and the identity that a good defense can provide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Ooh.
Those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but It's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. What Big Al was thinking on draft night. Had to be so happy for his son. But they grew up watching Jets games. Just sit together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo.
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-men. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
I'm sorry, son, but the money that they just gave you, you got to make that
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded at about the 28. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jags heading out on offense. Last year we said, Charles, one of these years it has to come together for the Jaguars, doesn't it? Well, guess what? It certainly did. They won double-digit games for the first time in 10 seasons, and they picked up 2 more wins in the playoffs before falling in that tough one to New England.
And they decided that on offense, they were going to be a team that knocked you off the ball and ran it. That's why they drafted Leonard Fournette out of LSU, and he gave them some toughness and an identity. Quarterback Blake Bortles, often criticized, but elevated his play in the playoffs, both with his legs and his arm. For the defense, that's where the big transition happened. Yannick Ngakoue coming off the edge. Calais Campbell, maybe the best player in the defensive line in the league last season. Jalen Ramsey out at corner, he gives them their swagger, he gives them their look, and he gives them great play on the edge.
Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the
Cole.
holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief.
I have not had
Loss of a
much
full
success
3
on that play.
yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion,
Which is
0 yards
crying
gained,
shame because
so they're behind
that is
schedule on
staple.
down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss,
love
but that
throwing
window
that on,
closed
like,
quickly. The loss of
3rd
3
and
on
long,
that first
like,
down pass play. Now
When they got
second and
playing
13.
cover 4, everybody's like, oh, he's going deep. Yo, throw that.
Now a first carry for TJ.
Yeah, you ain't running through that. That's a big boy right there.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella
That's
stuffed
a lot of
that
man
one up
right
in
there.
a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Smash can eat.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Completes it to Moncrief, left side.
I'm up and make the
And
tackle.
he'll get it down to the 47
Simple.
here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations
Like
and then
scoring
having to
the post
execute,
ball.
isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
There we go.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone.
You know what I'm having?
For a
I
touchback.
don't know if it's going to
And
translate
now
to pro
out
am
come
a
the
lot,
Giants.
but
And things
I'm
haven't
doing
started
like
so
that.
well
Catching,
for this
I've been
side.
doing
2 drives,
coming
2
up to the high
punts.
post.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play
Without it,
calling,
like
but
in
which
the
guy's
triple
gonna
threat
step
position,
forward and
doing
say,
like a
okay,
nice
let's
quick
get this
spin to
thing
the
done.
back,
Because
either
within that
baseline or
unit
the
of
middle.
11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
I did defending and then slashing and driving.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon
Oh, of course,
Barkley.
that's-
And he'll get only a
that
couple
wasn't
up
even
to
a
the
question.
22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second
I
half,
saw
when
like
you've got a running
when
back of this
Coffee was
size
posting
and
like, yeah,
these
my guy can't
dimensions,
dunk. I was like,
I can just tell
I
you,
can't have that.
attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Like that's just embarrassing.
Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Manning to throw on second down. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Manning. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Bortles to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Damon Harrison never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12.
It always helps when you, I think I just took out your running back. That might have been why. Yeah. And that wasn't even intentional. I think I just watched the replay. Like, that just happened.
It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Bortles. Quick hitch, complete. It's Cole. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I just got something I got to work on
The
because
catch
I've
was
never
nice,
called
but
those
how about
before.
what
They've
happened
always just
after?
been trash.
Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Green 80.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Green 80. Green 80.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. Bortles on the give to Fournette. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing now is Bortles. Looking outside and he's got a man. It's Cole. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There we go.
So much
Let's see this.
Is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Cody Latimer now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, it's Manning. A quick hitter complete. It's Shepard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Ooh.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
Shoulder strain, okay. Christ.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here we go. Hey, let's go. Trip left.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Sunday.
Here's a give to Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
That's it.
Manning turns and gives this to Gallman. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Manning to throw on 2nd down. It is caught at the 7th. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, 32 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game.
He actually chucked a dime, too.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. This is Yeldon on the dump off. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Bortles going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
I was playing over the top because that's just a big fear of mine. I'll give you that one, but not the 40-yarder.
Bortles now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now Bortles on the bootleg. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop.
That's why I was never a fan of him.
It wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, anything that Eli has to run, rollouts, no way.
Again, it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And to the
I thought you were going for
42-yard
the
line
target. I
here
was
and
like,
brought
shit.
down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Bortles to throw once more. Will be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Dalvin Tomlinson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And now running right through it.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. Manning now to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle.
Zebra. Zebra.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
I was trying to go after.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
I'm telling you, too many guys in this league would either try to make some crazy-ass throw.
The first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time out. Here's Riley Dixon
You gotta pick
now,
your bag.
as he's on to punt for New York. He'll field this at the 5. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Green 80.
Bortles now on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Lucy.
To throw, it's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm just making sure I'm not the red circle because I was like, oh, shit.
To throw is Bortles. And a hit jarred it loose.
Yes.
It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
This might be a little out of your range here.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And that should give these guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return.
Line.
1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
Zebra. Hey, go 56, 27 to 7, 27 to 7.
Working from the gun, Manning. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I was holding on for my life. I saw it was there. I was like, I had a fucking shot.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Oh, this is going to be a long year. Oh, God.
Shotgun now for Manning. A dump off here, Stewart. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
All right, enjoy Baltimore.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. operating from the gun. Manning, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
$14 points off turnovers between the two of us.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Manning now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I don't like sissy fights.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Broken ribs. Terrific. Broken ribs.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
The first time I've had that
yardage,
happen.
obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Yeah. There's now to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to fourth down. And the Jaguars send out the punter. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Oh.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll begin with a run by Goldman. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Pass play called.
Barry Church, the strong safety, the one to get him down.
Scared you right at
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Zebra.
On the ground, it's Goldman again.
No.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll run again here with Goldman. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Giants on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I might have to make some personnel changes.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line.
Yo, I can't keep
with a
running this
1-yard
guy.
gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tire his ass
All right, let's
out.
put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him. 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
I wanted to keep him. I signed one. I kept going off of waivers. Dude, they used to snap to the pass, Joe Cardona. Nope.
On second down, here's Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. The Giants on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Manning. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Throwing is Manning. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Whoa. Dude, he should have had at least 2 if he wasn't playing against him. Oh, man.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Zebra.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Manning. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken what the defense will give him.
Manning now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Gallman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
He was on. That coverage couldn't be better. Oh.
Bortles now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Bortles. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Room here to run. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to go through him
Pick up
anyway.
of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A handoff to Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away.
Yeah, it's fine.
Latimer on the return.
It's not drama.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They start on the ground with Gallman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Zebra.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was the free safety to Sean Gibson who was able to range over and knock it away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Minneapolis. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there.
77
Win
yards
would be their 2nd on the young season.
18 for 77
field position as they come up here first and
against
10.
Baltimore. That's not bad.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Oh, now he bowls him over. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
Wow. I can't even get mad.
Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Latimer on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Manning now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Manning. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is
down
embolden a secondary.
man.
They feel good about what's going on, and they just play
When's
better
the
and
last
better.
time that happened in a Madden game? Oh my God.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Zebra.
Operating from the gun, Manning. A bullet throw, but incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Yo, imagine if you had to play the defense twice.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
You just want to play 2K?
Here's Bortles to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game. But they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. From the gun, Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for it?
And he's hit and taken down. down. Eli sacked. Malik Jackson in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon.
Yeah.
Third and long for the Giants, and Eli
sacks
following the sack.
4 quarters, that's not too bad. I was expecting more words. That's exactly.
Operating from the gun. Manning is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, Manning. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Calais Campbell. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
And I've looked at free agency before this game. There's nothing. So do I want to find some stupid motherfucker who wants to
Coming
trade
up
their
now on
lineman
a
away?
2nd and 15 following that sack.
Or just am I going to be drafting lineman for the next fucking...
From the gun, Manning. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Just kneel the damn ball, man. Just kneel the
Now Bortles will give to Yeldon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow. There's no one else in the NFC that even has a defense that's going to be close to that. There's no way.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
That was probably the toughest.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Bortles. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
I'm on himself.
Bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
And the damn game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
I hope I never have to play you again in Madden this season.
They knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Jaguars, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week